In the 80s, so this is 1988, Nick's Fish Market was owned, but it doesn't even matter. It was the Tom Sellecks, all those people, all the celebrities who flocked there. They had fish tanks with all this tropical, these like saltwater, tropical, colorful fish, and they had all the best music, great food, and that's why it was called Nick's Fish Market. So the bee's knees, all those types of people would dine there before it would turn into the raunchy nightclub at night where all the disco people would come out. I had a friend who was an entertainer, and at that time he was like on the edge of wanting to quit and become this preacher, and he was finding himself, and he needed the next big thing to be wealthy. And so he met these Japanese billionaires, and I was getting abused, being held captive by the waiter. I call him Ronnie in the book, but anyway, Ronnie was capturing me doing his phone sex and all his shit, bringing me home the old food from the restaurant at night. And so this person R said, hey, can you be my arm candy? Come to a dinner. It's just fun. You'll get a free dinner out of it. You'll get away from that fucking gross boyfriend of yours who's beating you up, and we can have some fun. And this will be, you'll really help me out a lot because this guy's gonna invest in my tour company. And I said, okay. And he said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I was toying around, didn't want to go. I ended up going. We're in the restaurant and I meet the billionaire, and I'm supposed to sit there like a fly on the wall and not say a word. Well, the billionaire and I end up getting along great, and I'm treating him like a regular person. Because that's the thing with me. It doesn't matter if you're poverty-stricken, you're a billionaire, you're Donald Trump, you're governor, whatever. You're all gonna get treated the same because we're all human beings, we're all the same people. Okay, we came from the same way, you're born into this world same way, all right? So this guy and I get along so great, and obviously my friend's irritated because I don't mean to steal the thunder, but the guy's not wanting to, he didn't even want to come to this meeting. So it turns out I leave because I have to get home before I get beat up. I still get my ass kicked and handed to me that night. And then I get a phone call, like 2 days later. And it's that guy, my friend, who is disappointed, but he could potentially make something out of this arrangement, and says that I have to go to the Holly Kalani Hotel, it's a very fancy hotel in Waikiki, still is, and meet with these people who were there that night in the lobby for this position to teach English. And I said, I'm not an English teacher. I dropped out of high school, and I can spell well, I can't do math. He's like, it has nothing to do with that. I have to appease them if I'm gonna have my second meeting about this tour company, this goal of mine for the rest of my life. You need to do this for me, and just meet them and just stop, because they won't stop going on and on about how impressed he was with you. And I went.